Assalamu alaikum students, this is Muhammad Ismail, your business teacher. So as you're familiar that you are now at A2, so let's resume our business syllabus for A2. Business and its environment is the first topic, the first unit of your syllabus. As a student at AS level, under business and its environment, the things which we learned about the size of business, the nature of business, the objectives, the corporate objectives of the business, etc., that is recommended or that is a must. It means, as a student, you're supposed to know that. Being contextual learners already have an idea. It means, depending on your previous AS studies, you already might have an idea about what a business is, and you will be able to analyze the impact of external environment upon it. When we say external, it means the government, the macroeconomic variables, etc. AS unit left many influences untouched, and this unit aims to broaden and complete the picture of developing learners' understanding of the dynamic and changing environment within which a business operates and how this can affect all aspects of a business performance and success. Different businesses have different barometers to measure the success of a business. And then there were certain aspects, for example, inflation, unemployment, fiscal, monetary policy instruments, which do influence the business objectives as well. So, under this topic at A2, we will study that. We will revisit some aspects of business structure and size covered in the AS unit and build on this further to describe a more varied or more precise range of business contexts. That is, the ability to analyze external environment and how it impacts on business decisions. So this is basically our main target. Business and its environment, business structure. Under this business structure, today we will only try to focus on local businesses, national businesses, multinational businesses. So, what are local businesses? Now, the word local means definitely these will be very small businesses, and area wise too, these will be localized, these will be in a certain area. Let's see, mostly what mostly local businesses mostly sell its commodities within small geographical areas. It has customers on regular basis. Mean this is certain that whenever you have a shop or you have a business in the sub-market in the vicinity of a populated area, so it means you are a local business. Why? Because you are approached by residents of that area repeatedly. It has small scale of production, and mostly these have these are sole traders, partnerships, or merely private limited companies. Best examples are dentists, tailors, etc. Why? Because tailors they locate in those areas to make tailor-made clothes or to stitch tailor-made clothes. Okay, they operate within local markets as it is not cost effective for customers to travel long distances. Now, if you are living in DHA. So you will prefer to find a shop for your daily stuff in DHA, close to your residence, rather to go to Liberty or superstores in the city center. So this is the importance, or this is basically the essence of being a local business. Let's repeat that local businesses locate in small communities to facilitate people on daily basis, and legally they are either sole traders or partnerships or rarely private limited companies. Then comes national businesses. Now when we say national businesses, these have all of their production or operations in one country, but it can sell commodities overseas. When we say can sell commodities overseas, it means they can have their agents out of their home country where there they can sell the goods. For example, the intercity bus operators in Pakistan, like Skyways, like Bilal Travels, like Faisal Movers, etc. These businesses remain in one country as its owners don't want to take risk of operating in other countries. It means they don't commercially operate in other countries. Commercially, they only operate in the home country. They don't go to the. Okay, so we were discussing national businesses. So it means mostly they operate at national level, meaning in almost all parts of the country, but they do not commercially operate in other countries. Multinational businesses. You will be quite familiar with this. Multinational mean those companies which commercially operate in in some books it is more than one country, but in some books it is more than two countries as well. So that is why those businesses which have their headquarters in one country but commercially operate in more than two countries. Mostly all public limited companies such as car manufacturers like Ford, Toyota, Volkswagen, oil companies like Mobil, Exxon, or the technology companies like Google, Amazon, they work under MNC title, mean they are multinational companies. Multinational companies operate through a global strategy, that is, strategic employment of resources available worldwide. Mean they try to make use of resources or available resources across the world to minimize their costs and maximize their value addition, ultimately profits. Most MNCs exploit cheap labor of less developed countries, mean the cheap labor of the host countries. Then MNCs locate in a certain country to exploit its resources and become larger enough to achieve economies of scale. It means their main target is because they are already huge, but by locating in the host country, they try to produce at a larger scale. And by producing at a larger scale, they are able to achieve economies of scale. It means they are able to reduce their per unit cost of production, which help them to take a competitive edge over other companies from the host country in the same industry. According to United Nations research, or United Nations research claims that 35,000 businesses are classified as multinational companies. And due to their size, MNCs exercise influence and market power. We can imagine that the MNC General Motors have their authorized capital more than the Australian GDP, and whereas the annual sales of Walmart are greater than the annual GDP of Pakistan. This is how immensely they are big. We will remain till this, and rest you can go through and further. I'll try to develop the PowerPoints as well so that you can have a better look at it. And you are requested that after going through this lecture, you should go through in detail, try to open your text, revise, and later on you will end up with some questions and queries. Those you can ask through WhatsApp or you can inbox in my email at mismail345 at hotmail.com. Thank you.